Welcome, and you tuned in to another edition of Homage Speaks, where homage is due, homage is paid, and right now we got to talk about the player mobility in the NBA. The NBA is known as a players' league, and the players make the decisions. Right now, we're seeing a sad day go down in organizational history. Right now, the New York Knicks just showed the rest of the free agency world that they are unable to keep the drafted rookie that they have on a rookie deal in house. They cannot do that. They just elected not to do that. I like what the NBA players are able to do from the player mobility standpoint because it puts the pressure on the organizations to draft the right players, pick the right people, select the right coaches, and put the right pieces together at a faster pace than, let's say, any other league like the NBA or the MLB, where you have more time to figure out the formula. Players want to win now. This is the AU era where everybody is used to being with the all-star team. I actually like the way the NBA is going right now because a true warrior, a true beast, a true monster will emerge from the pack. I don't care who I'm running with. I'm running with the guys that's on my roster. And because of what I'm able to do, we will be able to win. But that's a story for another day because that player is coming. That mentality is coming back to basketball where it doesn't matter who my teammates are. I am the reason why we're going to win the game. That player is coming. We have to be ready for it when it comes because it's going to be a great day in basketball. But right now, we got to jump right into it. We got to discuss Anthony Davis possibly going to the Los Angeles Lakers. $50,000 is what it costs Anthony Davis to let the NBA know that he wants out. That's all it cost. That's all it took. But he let the teams know that he's out. Rich Paul and has been doing a masterful job of letting everybody know the facts. If you get my client is going to be a rental. We're going to be fined or whatever, but we're putting it out there so that you know. This eliminates a lot of confusion, a lot of distraction, and put more pressure on the Los Angeles Lakers to get the deal done. I've been on wax saying that I believe that if the New Orleans Pelicans want to really win this deal for the trade of Anthony Davis, they will drain the Los Angeles Lakers of every young asset they feel valuable right now. That's Kuzma, that's Ingram, that's Lonzo Ball. I want them all. And Zubac. Give me the whole squad, and I'm coming right back at you with the squad that you drafted, and I'm going to compete with you and possibly beat you in a playoff series. I'm going to give you all that you want. My team will be the Lakers East, and we're going to be the team of the future in the Western Conference that you have to deal with. Lonzo Ball, Julius Randle, Brendan Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, and Zubac sound like a very solid five to me. And if the coach under Alvin Gentry or a coach that can give them a system that they believe that is conducive to their style of play, that is a young, talented team. And if they can defend, they'll be able to play with anybody. But make no mistake about it, Anthony Davis has elected to win, and he wants to try to win now. And this is another case where LeBron James and his fan base are going to understand when I say what I'm about to say. LeBron James is the master of controlling the narrative and putting himself in winnable situations. LeBron James is a basketball system, and you have to get the basketball system what it needs. It's no different than Popovich's system. It's no different than Phil Jackson and Tex Winter's triangle system. It's no different than Rick Carlisle's system. It's no different than Larry Brown's system. LeBron James is a basketball system. And because he is a basketball system, he needs certain components. And if you give him those components, he will get you where you want to be. I have that much confidence and respect in LeBron James' ability to play the game of basketball the way he can play it. He can do that for you. This is a fact of life. He's been doing it for the last 10 years. If you give him what he needs, he can get you where he can put you in a good position. He needs a closer, he needs a rebounder, and he needs a perimeter defender, and he needs shooters around him to knock down shots as he dominate the ball, drives and kicks, and make high percentage plays with the basketball. That's what he does. He's become arguably one of, if not the greatest basketball player, certainly the best basketball player of his era, doing just that. His ability to dictate pace and tempo is at an elite level in the history of the sport. He does it very well. But make no mistake about it, I do think that Anthony Davis to the Lakers is something that is going to happen, and it should happen. It's all about the strength of Magic Johnson right now, not giving up as many assets as possible, and he has to maintain and keep the one that he believes is the one. A lot of people may believe that is Brandon Ingram the whole time. He just needs an opportunity to be in a position of where he flourish and really get in his rhythm and really play. Kyle Kuzma right now would be the now today. He's a volume shooter, but he was a steal of the draft. Nobody's seen him coming out of Utah. Solid player, has developed a nice perimeter game. Has been in the lab over the summer and really has extended his range and able to shoot the ball from the perimeter very comfortably. We know what Lonzo Ball is. He's a floor general and a guy who can guard the point guard position. His jump shot has came along. He's playing with more confidence, but he still has a long way to go as far as working on getting to the line, understanding that he can get to the paint. I have noticed that he picked on some weight, and he was actually taking smaller guards to the paint, creating the contact and laying the ball up and finishing at the rim. That is something that is going to be conducive to his progression going forward. But I do think that Lonzo Ball needs his own team. He's a very, very unselfish player, and if you surround him with players that can play, he'll make sure that they get their shots and get their opportunities to prevail. That's just who he is. That's the kind of player that he has always been his entire life. All you got to do is go back and look at the footage. He will be as good as his teammates are because he's the guy who's going to be able to facilitate them and make sure that they get all the quality looks that they want to score the basketball. And his job would be able to just get 5 to 10, 12, 15, maybe even a 20-point game every now and again. I need to be able to score when you need me to score. You guys got it. I'm going to make sure that you have it. That's what Lonzo Ball is. But I think that the Lakers have to get this done to complete another piece of the puzzle. That'll be LeBron. That'll be AD. That'll be 2 cornerstone pieces. And now you just got to work on the Bradley Beal or the Bradley Beal or the Klay Thompson element. And then you put your veterans with it. And that's going to be the last piece of the mission. Are you going to let Luke Walton be the coach, or are you going to bring in another coach, or are you going to let Brian Shaw run the operation? It's really quite simple. Magic Johnson, you got your work cut out for you, and it's time to do work. You got to build your team from the ground up now because you've elected to give away all your assets for AD. Me personally, I would not do that. I would keep all the young assets that I have and try to get a power forward and center combination that is very quality, very highly skilled, borderline all-star, or, they say LeBron James makes players better. So bring him a borderline player like a DeAndre Drummond or something like that and make him better. Bring in a Blake Griffin, anybody that's not going to cost you what AD is going to cost you to give up. You do not need to give up the young assets, but I think the Lakers organization is going to do what they always done over the history of time. They build their team through free agency, outside of drafting Kobe Bryant and Jerry West, seen that, outside of drafting Magic Johnson and our guy Big Game James. Every other big name player has came to the Los Angeles Lakers from free agency. So I look for them to just try to get it right and make it count. But Magic Johnson, you have one job, and your job is to not give up every asset. But if I'm the New Orleans Pelicans, this is the only way that it's going to happen. You're flooding the streets. I want 5. I want a whole 5 and a draft pick. Give me what I want, and you can have them. With that being said, this marks an edition of many more to come of Homie Speaks.